Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another video. Boy, am I excited to show you what I've been working on. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do another team update, and I want to show you what I've been labbing up. So I've been trying to think, what is the best defense that I could put together? So, one of the more popular things right now are theme teams, but you're starting to see a lot of people do, instead of 50 of 50 theme teams, they're doing 25 of one team and 25 of another. So that's something that we did. If you watched my last video, Weekend Warriors, I started talking to you about two of the defensive players that stood out among everyone else. And if they played that well, not being on a theme team, I started to think, well, what would they look like if they had extra chemistry and speed boosts? So when I started looking into that team, man, it just made sense. So for fun, what we did was we created a 25 Niners and 25 Cardinals theme team. So I want to show you what that looks like, and I want to show you my thought process behind why I did it. So first off, when you look at our top three players, we have a 98 Night Train Lane, we have a 97 Ronnie Lott, and a 97 Antonio Cromartie, who I'm excited to use. He's not a player that I've used at all this year, but he's a big physical corner, and now that he gets an extra speed boost, I want to show you his stats. But let's start off on offense. For the most part, a lot of the teams stayed the same, right? Because we had 50 of 59ers, so we had to get creative. And we kept Joe Montana, so he's still our quarterback. Hot Route Master is too essential for our offense, so I'm going to stick with him for now. But some of the changes that you will see is when you look at our receivers. So we still have Tyreek Hill, we have Chad Johnson, but with the Cardinals theme team, we've added DeAndre Hopkins. I'm pretty excited to use this card. Check this card out. This card, if you've ever played Mutt, you know that even though he's a great receiver, right? He's not the fastest guy in the world. But I feel like every year EA disrespects this man by giving him low speed. But with the team of the week structure and how they're doing things now, whenever players perform, they give them a +1 to their item. That helps his cause. Look at this card. On a 25 of Cardinals theme team, he's at 95 speed, 98 jumping, 96 catching, 94 catching traffic, 93 spec catch. He has a 95 short and 94 medium route running. Now, his deep route running is not quite where you want it to be, but to be honest with you, I'm not worried about it, because where I'm going to use him is on short and medium post routes. But this card looks like a beast of a card. He's a physical receiver, and having above 90 on both short and medium is really going to help him. And I just feel like bigger receivers, they play a little bit better as far as when they get tackled, they fumble less. But he's 6'1", 215 pounds. He has 90 agility. This card looks like an animal. Now, I haven't played with him yet, but our first game is going to be in our Super Bowl. So I'm pumped. That'll be a different video. But this is who we've added. So we've added DeAndre Hopkins. Now at running back, we made a change. So we got rid of Saquon Barkley. Well, we didn't get rid of him. We still have him, but we took him out of our lineup and we added Edgerrin James. Now, I know the move here probably should have been to put Adrian Peterson, but when I looked at Adrian Peterson's stats compared to Edgerrin James, they're not that much different. And if I would have had to, in order to power Peterson up, I would have had to go buy his power up, which costs upwards of $300K. I'm not doing all that, not for a +1 speed. But this card actually looks pretty good, man. I was actually shocked because they have him as an elusive back. But look at some of these stats: 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 90 agility, 91 change of direction, 87 break tackle with 87 trucking with 91 break tackle. This card looks pretty good, man. And the stat that actually shocked me is that he's 6'2", 219 pounds. Now, if you've ever played with a bigger back, you know that they fall forward way more, but I just want to try this card. He looks pretty agile for a 219 pound 6'2 back, And then the other stat that stuck out to me was his catching. This card, chemmed up, has 80 catching, which we throw to our running backs quite often. So having a running back that can actually catch the ball is going to be pretty good. So we added Edgerrin James for, a 1-2 punch. We're still going to use Reggie Bush, but then on fullback, we added this Anthony Sherman. So it's kind of cool because he helps her overall. And I actually didn't even know he played for the Cardinals. But we made those changes, and then we're going to generally stick with, everyone else. Our line stayed the same, but those are the big changes on offense. Now, the biggest reason why I went to 25 Cardinals and 25 Niners is because of what you're going to see on the defense. Check this out. On defense, this defense is stacked. And yes, moving away from the 50 and 59ers, I lose 1 speed, right? So like Dion was 97 speed. But I felt like having some of those players lower in 1 speed and gaining speed on other players that are bigger, that are more physical, I felt would just be better for us. So let me show you this. First off, Night Train Lane. This card, to me, is just, I feel so much better. And I know it's only 1 speed boost, but he has 95 speed, 96 acceleration. I mean, just look at the card, bro. This card, 99, man. Okay, he already had that. But I mean, the agility, the awareness. This card is still going to play safety for us, because the way I want to run this defense is this way. So DRC, who I really like, he played my number 2 corner. He's now going to play number 1. Now let me show you what this card looks like, because I feel like this card is now pretty much Shaquille Griffin, but he didn't cost me a million coins. So now with the +1, this card goes to 96 speed with 95 acceleration, 97 man, 95 zone, 94 jumping. He's already a big physical corner, so I like the fact that he's 6'2", 205 pounds. That's really why I like him. I just feel like big corners play so much better, at least for what I want to do, right? I normally put them in hard flats, but I lower my drop backs to 25. So he's going to be good there. So he's going to play number 1. And this card just looks like a beast to me. Now, I like the way he looked. My problem was that he was 94 speed. I just feel like 94 speed is just a tad too slow. But now with the +1 from the Cardinals boost, look at Antonio Cromartie. First off, he's 6'2", 210 pounds. That's pretty good, especially when you want to like go up against the Calvin Johnsons, the Metcalfs. If they come out with the T.O. or a Randy Moss, you're gonna need big physical receivers. So this card has 95 jumping, 93 zone, 98 man, 92 agility, and his jumping is 95. But he's a big corner. So now I feel like having 2 big corners on the outside is gonna really help us with what we want to do. And then if you look, we still have Dion, right? Dion is still here. Dion is going to play our slot. And then Night Train is actually going to move up here to strong safety. So for chemistry purposes, we have Adrian Wilson. He's not going to play for us. We also added Isaiah Simmons, which it's pretty cool because with the +1 speed, he now gets 93. Let me show you what he looks like, because I think, low-key, you might want to invest in this card. You might want to pick one up, because there's no way he doesn't get a power up at some point. And when he does, these cards are going to skyrocket or double. So I picked him up for 50K, but look at this card. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Everything else is not that great, but the reason you get this card is to user him, right? So it makes him relevant. So anyways, Night Train Lane is going to go to our strong safety. We still have Derek Thomas and Ricky Jackson that'll play on the line. And Ronnie Lott is still going to be at free safety. But check this out. I wasn't going to add his full card, but I seen his stats and what they could be, so I did. But this Buda Baker looks like a monster. So what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to leave him at free safety, and I'm going to bring Ronnie Lott into the box. So we'll still have Mays. Mays will still play in the box for us, so we do have Met Specialist. But look at 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 98 play rec, 93 tackle. He's above 90 in both man and zone, and he has 90 hit power with 90 agility. This card's pretty good, man. He's 5'10", so a little shorter, 195 pounds, but that's why I'm probably going to leave him to play free safety, because I don't want to user a 5'10" card. I just feel like they animate a little bit different. But this card looks pretty good, and that basically gives me, it allows me to bring Lott into, our sub linebackers. So everything else pretty much changed. I mean, stayed the same here. Like I said, we have Dion in the back. We did add Calais Campbell. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to use him, because what I did do was I did add this ability on him, okay? I did add Run Stopper. It was only 1 AP point, and it basically says shed attempts are free on run plays. So what I plan to do in big nickel sets, I will play Derek Thomas and Ricky Jackson on the outsides. Then what we'll do is we'll have Aaron Donald the inside stuff at one of the D tackle spots, and then if they're running a lot, I'm going to put Calais Campbell in, when normally I have Montez Sweat there for a spy. But we're going to see how that works. Run Stopper may be glitchy. We don't know. I haven't tried that ability yet. But for the most part, those are the changes that we've made. We added the punter, the Cardinals punter, for chemistry purposes. But this is how we're going to run it, right? Like I mentioned here, we have Derek Thomas. We have Aaron Donald. And then we're going to have Ricky Jackson, which actually what we're going to do, let me just change this now. If it allows us, I want to try to have Montez Sweat into the lineup just in case, because he's a good spy. When you're playing against improvisers, or you just need somebody tall to be in your lineup, this is a great budget card. Montez Sweat is. So anyways, that's how we're going to run it. I'm excited for the team, man. The first gameplay that we're going to have is for our Super Bowl, but I think that this team will be relevant for the next month or so. Yes, we still have Randy Moss needs to come out, but check this out. So I didn't sell my Niner theme team. I'm a Niner fan, so you already know that we kept all our players. So basically I have 2 lineups, right? And we're able to do it. So here, as you can see, I still have the lineup 50 of 50. I didn't sell any of the players, and this lineup looks a little bit different, right? So if I want to play with the All-Niners theme team, I'm going to play with the All-Niners theme team. If the 25 Cardinals and 25 Niners plays different, and I feel like I'm starting to win a little bit more with those 2 physical receivers on the outside, I'm going to do it. Because if you look at our lineup here, we have 1 less receiver, right? That's a 96 overall. And then on defense, I just feel like we're at a disadvantage, right? With the 25 Cardinals, I have 2 6'2" corners on the outside. So that's what we're doing. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if at some point you're going to try to do a 25 of 25. I know some people have done 25 Ravens, 25 Niners, but I just feel like with the Cardinals defense, I mean, you still have Antrel Roll you can add in here. For right end, we technically should have and could have added Dwight Freeney, but again, we fell into the case of I'm not trying to pay $400,000 for Dwight Freeney's power up. So for now, I'll just run it like this and have Montez Sweat as a cheap, spy. So that's all I got for you. I wanted to share with you what we're doing. Let me know your thoughts. If you like this type of a video, I know I went into detail on some of the cards, but I just wanted to share with you what I'm finding. I'll let you know how they play. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like the information. And until next time, this is E2 Times. Peace. We're out.